This is a CineD review, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hi guys, and welcome to our new YouTube studio. I think it's the first time I welcome you from here. This is brand new. We've worked on this over the last half year or so to get this ready. Yeah, that's what you do in COVID times when there are no trade shows to attend and so on. Yeah, it's not 100% perfect yet. Acoustics are not where they should be yet, but I thought it's a perfect time to use it for the first time for a little review. Now, let's look at what we have here. Now, this is called the Accsoon Power Cage for iPads. Now, what is it? I mean, essentially, it's like an iPad case made of aluminum. It's a metal frame that goes around your latest iPad. I mean, it really supports the latest generations of the iPad Pro, iPad Air, in the smaller 9.7 inch or 10 inch versions. Now, it is slightly adjustable. Now, with an Allen key, you can just move it around a little bit to adjust for the size of your iPad. What I have here is just the standard iPad, I think it's called the iPad Air now, inside this cage here. Now, what's special about it, what is different from a normal iPad case? Well, it is a power cage, essentially, which means you can attach a battery here. This is a standard Sony-style MPF battery that you can attach to this device and just power it from there. And as you know, I mean, one of the things that happens with iPads all the time is the battery runs out. If you use it as a monitor or anything like that, the battery life has gotten a lot better over the last few years, but still, if you use this on a set, usually you would set it that it wouldn't switch off after some time, so it would just keep on running. And using an MPF battery like that, it can essentially run all day with 1 or 2 batteries. So it's very, very easy. It basically gets constantly charged. The Accsoon Power Cage comes with 2 types of cables. One of them is the normal Lightning cable, and the other one is a USB-C cable, of course, for the iPad Pros, the new iPad Pros that use USB-C instead of Lightning. And I hope that future iPads, all of them, should really use USB-C, which is an industry standard, of course. Now, it is very sturdy, this case. As you see, it doesn't cover the full back of the iPad, so you still have to be a little bit careful when tossing it around. You can actually fit a slim iPad case around the iPad and then put it into the power cage, but you don't have to. So I just put the bare bones iPad in there. And of course, what's special about it is the 1/4 inch mounting holes here. You've a couple of them on the sides. You have 3 on each side, I think, and 1 at the bottom and 1 on top, even with pinholes. So you can attach it to a tripod. You can also attach it to a light stand, like I have here with a Noga arm, and just turn this up here. Whoa, okay. So let's put it here like that. So, and that's it. And then you can just adjust it and put it in whatever position it needs to be, of course. Now, you might ask, well, how can I use my iPad as a monitor? I would need some software. That is correct. I recommend using the Accsoon Go software, which comes for free, which is from the same manufacturer. And that works in conjunction with the Accsoon CineD wireless transmitters. Now, what we have back here is the CineD 2 Pro, which transmits to an HDMI receiver. So you would get the HDMI signal out of the camera to an HDMI monitor, and you just put the receiver on top. But if you don't want to use a normal receiver and you just have clients on set that want to watch what you're shooting, for example, you can use any iOS device using the Accsoon Go app, which is free in the App Store. And the cool thing about the Accsoon Go app is that it has a lot of the functions that a normal monitor would have. So for example, I can switch on histogram or waveforms here, both of them actually. There's loads of settings actually that allow you to change things. For example, I can change the position or size of my waveforms. I can make them bigger, I can make them smaller. I can have Luma or different kind of overlays. I mean, it's really, everything is there. It almost is like a small HD monitor in a free app, which is amazing. I mean, This app, of course, it only works with the Accsoon wireless transmitter with the CineD series. But this is actually a huge reason why you should consider buying one of these, because the app it's not where the Teradek app is. I mean, the Teradek app really is the best one I've seen so far for their wireless Wi-Fi solutions. But this one is really, really close, and it's much better than anything that Sony offers. For example, with their Xperia Pro, which I reviewed recently, which can also double as a monitor, but it has none of these functions. It has no peaking, it has no waveforms, it doesn't have any of that. And this one really has everything you need, and it's wireless. And combined with this cage, I mean, it really makes the iPad, I wouldn't say a full monitor, because of course there's still the lag from Wi-Fi, so I wouldn't use this to pull focus or anything like that, because there's still at least 5 frames or more of delay, which can be crucial sometimes. But as a client monitor or as a secondary monitor for other people on set, this is perfect. I mean, it's really, really good. And now you can put your iPad in a cage, put it on a stand, have it next to your clients, and actually power it all day. So this is a very, very good solution. Now, let's talk about pricing. This whole thing, I mean, for now it's only available for the 10A, for all the 10-inch iPads, I would say. I mean, it's between 9.7 and whatever, 10 point something inch. You can adjust it, but you cannot adjust it quite yet to the large iPad Pro, which is 12.9 inches. Now, it's not officially announced yet, but I heard some rumors that there will be a larger version of this coming too, which is nice. The bigger iPad is a typical kind of thing you would give your director or clients on set to get them off your back when you're filming, so they have something to look into. Let's talk about pricing. Now, this thing, it's not exactly cheap. I think it's $159, which is quite a lot for a piece of metal essentially. With the cheapest iPad being around, $400. It's quite a steep price, I think. And of course, there are cheaper ways of doing this. There are cheaper accessories that give you some mounting holes, but they're not of such a good quality. I mean, this really feels very sturdy. And they don't offer the ability to add an MPF battery here. So if you use an iPad professionally, I would look into getting the Accsoon Power Cage for iPad, because it makes a lot of sense, especially with their wireless transmitters. Well, that's it for this quick review for the Accsoon Power Cage for iPads. Stay tuned to the CineD YouTube channel for a lot more videos like this one. We're going to use this studio quite a lot for a lot of different things in the future. So, just hit subscribe and hit that like button if you haven't hit it yet. And thanks for watching. See you soon.